Hi, God bless you. This video today is in English. Este video es en inglés hoy. Today we're going to talk about on how to teach your child how to read. Someone asked me a question a couple months ago, and how did I teach my kids how to read? Now I taught my now second grader and now first grader, and they're a little bit higher reading levels right now, and they're all kids are very smart and intelligent. But they all have their own unique way of learning. And the way that I taught them, learning based on therapies and books, homeschool books, how to teach them how to read. So the first thing that I did, and all of this I started with both boys at the age of 3 and 4. One I taught him at the age of 2, and slowly, gradually picked up. And it helps when you teach your child. As soon as they are able to kind of sit down and kind of give you a couple seconds of focus, you can start them right there, right then. So what I did, can you help him squeeze his, please? So what I did is I created alphabet flashcards. I made these with just index cards. I laminated. You don't have to laminate them. They've been with me for about 4 years now, so they're kind of beat up. So what I did is just taught my 2 boys how to read. And the first thing that I did every single day for, not every single day, but at least 4 or 5 times a day for at least 10 minutes. It doesn't have to be more than 5-6 minutes because their attention span at that age is not very long. So what I did is just wrote the alphabet, uppercase and lowercase, so they're able to see both of them. So what I did is just went through them in kind of more exciting voice. A, B, C, D, all the way through Z. I did that once. So they would learn their alphabet, and at the same time, I printed this out. I laminated it too. It's been with me for almost 4 years. I think I have a video of Caleb sounding out the ABCs with this laminated too. So what I did is, with this one, I did have them do the sounds, and I would just go with them the same way, show a little bit of excitement. A, B, K, T, F, all the way through Z. The reason why I have them separate and I don't do the same both the letters and sound or letters and sound is because I want them, when I show them, especially with my 18-month-old, I'm going to give the letter, and on this one I'm going to give the sound. That way they're not confused, because if you one day you'll be like A, and then the next day you're like ah. So they'll kind of make a difference between that. So after they master, do not pass them to the second stage until they master their sounds and their letter, that they're able to recognize their letter and that they're able to recognize their sound in mixed order. So if you're ever to point out to a letter and they make a sound, and this letter sound, and this letter sound, and all around, you can do it with games and change it up a little bit. I'll make a video later on what different ideas that I used to use. I have in the back over here my ABCs, where they can come and say the ABCs. Debbie is now learning her ABCs and her numbers. She's learning how to count to 20. She's 3 years old, so technically preschool. After that, I do two letter words. So, for example, you have 2 words, and in your typical that I've heard people teaching is that you sound it out like this, at, and then put it together, at, and that's a no. The way that the kids should be learning is to blend it. For example, at. That way they're blending. They learn how to blend them and just not sound them. Just that's not sounding. That is sounding, but you want to blend it. All right, so at, after they mastered how to read 2 letter words with a vowel and a consonant, then you move to a third letter. For example, a third letter, which is for example, at, rat, and so on. You can change the initial word, rat, at, lat, and so on. It doesn't have to be a word. It's for them to learn how to practice blending two letter words and 3-letter words. So after they mastered that, they're able to read small books, and I recommend Bob books. They're amazing. They have small words, and they go gradually. And on another video, I'll let you know how we introduce like a 4-letter with the vowel at the end, because that the sound changes. All right. Now, before I forget, once you learn the sounds, then you need to introduce that the vowels have 2, the long and the short, and that would be when after they master the sounds in the 3-letter word, then we'll introduce that rule when there is 2 vowels in a 4-letter word. So I hope this helps. If you have any questions, comment down below. If I can help you with anything, or you want to give me some tips that I may not know that I need. I have my mom of 6 kids, and I need a lot of tips and a lot of help. So if I'm missing something else and that you know that I may need, I am willing to take it. Okay, I'll take anything you need. You want to come help me too? Come here. All right. So thank you, and God bless you. And I encourage you to keep on. I know some of the kids are here. All of them. Some of them are in home e-learning. Other ones may be homeschooling. But I encourage you, and I pray for all those moms, for the Lord to give them patience and wisdom and love and care for their kids and their family in Jesus' name. So let's keep forward in Jesus' name.